Mark, Becky, and Ross, the intern, the giver of the weirdest compliments I've ever heard in my entire life. And look, I'm not trying to throw shade here because I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. But I know this. When you compare a woman's jewelry to something in the vegetable aisle, even I know that's probably not a great idea.
You know what? I saw it and I called it out.
So,
Becky, your earrings look like red onions.
Is the weirdest compliment I have ever
so funny.
heard.
It reminds me of something one of my kids would say.
Does it have to be a compliment or can it just be the truth?
Are you just analyzing? Is that all you're doing?
You know what? It really looked... I was just looking at it and I'm like, wow. I think I eat those sometimes.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC. The positive difference.
Ready for some good news?
We are too.
Here's your positive difference story of the day.
So Rhea and Eddie, for 26 years, had a love story. They were married 26 years. And one of their dreams was to buy a house. And so they saved and saved for a long, long time. And they finally had saved up just enough money to put down a deposit on a small home in Syracuse, New York. And literally, the week that they were supposed to close on the house, Eddie suffered a fatal heart attack.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine?
No.
I mean, there's never a good time for anything like that. And then in the middle of all that, and it began a tailspin for Rhea, as you can imagine. Just all the sadness. She decided not to buy the house. She used the money instead to buy a grave plot, a headstone, and a bench with his name engraved into it as a place that she could go to just remember him, be, close, feel that feeling of closeness. In fact, she continued to tailspin so much that she lost her job. They got evicted where she was staying. Depression set in. And literally, she found herself sleeping at night over by where he was buried in a gravestone. And did this for months.
And they had the plan to get the house and everything, live in a house.
She went from, I'm living with the love of my life, we are going to have our first house, the dream is happening, to darkness that you can't imagine, right?
It's so hard.
She was too proud to sleep in a shelter. She did volunteer at a food kitchen that would allow her to eat as well. And then night after night, she would slip back into that place where she was staying. That's when Syracuse police officer Jamie Perstello was informed by somebody else, a retired colleague, that they should go check this out. Because she was literally just staying under the radar. People didn't know this was happening for literally months. And he was able to find her. First thing he did was pay for a hotel room so she would have a place to sleep that was safe at night. Then they contacted a local college. It was the middle of winter break. They had some open dorm rooms. They're like, They put her up temporarily. Yeah. And then they reached out to a nonprofit called A Tiny Home for Good, which builds affordable tiny homes for families. And now she's got a place to move into as well. And here's the coolest part. That officer, his name's Jamie, shows up to check in on her still, time after time. And he told a reporter this, that I can see why Eddie fell in love with her. She's starting to come back to her old self. And I'm like, man, she said, literally, she said, God put him in my life to save me because she called him her angel. She's like, and she was in such darkness.
Yeah.
But he just did what he could do.
Of course.
And helped out, and then look how it multiplied out.
Life.
Right? That is our positive difference story of the day.
Real people, real life. The KLRC Morning Show. 90.9 KLRC.
So last semester, Ross was taking a college Spanish class. We're actually still not sure how he passed, but glad he did.
Don't say that.
I
Don't
heard
say
you.
that.
I heard you practicing.
You know my Spanish was majestic. And
he's got jokes this morning.
hey,
Through God's grace, that's how.
Majestic was not the word I would have thought
the
of.
reason somebody at my work yesterday got their lunch is because of my Spanish speaking skills.
Oh,
Okay,
please say more.
Because you haven't been taking a class this semester. You're taking a little break.
I took a little gap.
A little siesta.
Whatever.
What I did there. Nice. So what happened at your other job?
I mean, at my other job, there was somebody coming in delivering food, and she comes up to the front, and I go and meet her, and she's speaking Spanish.
Okay.
And that's usually a job for the person at the front desk to handle if somebody has food. But I'm like, she doesn't know Spanish. The person at the front desk, and this delivery driver only speaks Spanish. This is a perfect opportunity.
Little Ross to the rescue.
So we've got two different buildings at the place I work in.
Okay.
One's for one set of people who are kind of in sales.
Yeah.
The other one's for like people who are selling parts and all that. So this food was for the parts store. So I'm like, how do I tell her we have to go? You know what word I used? Vámonos.
Let's go. So you said let's go.
You told her,
I'm
vámonos.
like, I'm pointing towards the other store, and she's
Is she like buying it? Because I would think she'd be scared out of her mind.
So, all right.
Look at Russell's
All right.
face. I
That
wouldn't
was
be
a little
scared of
rude. She wasn't scared. She did give me a little shrug, like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I go over here? I'm already in the building. And I go, we have 2 casas.
So we have 2 houses.
We have 2 houses. But it made sense. And I think I did say dos casas.
I'm sure you did.
All right.
It helped, and we walked over there, and she was so thankful. Gracias. I was like, of course, because I don't know the Spanish word for you're welcome.
De nada.
De nada.
First of all, I take it all back. You handled it majestically.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
We're just happy to have Becky here with us today. Man, it's been a rough, 48 hours? I know it's been longer than the last couple of days, but the last couple of days especially, they've been tough.
Yeah. You know, Sunday during the sermon at church, the pastor asked, if you have something to be praying over that you need to, just let go of, change how you're doing some things, maybe stop being content with having this in your life, come forward. And I came forward, and the Lord answered prayers within, 60 minutes.
Wow.
Within 90 minutes, I was calling 911.
Okay, so back up just a bit.
So I've been having medical issues for the last year.
Yeah, you've been trying to figure out
take
solutions.
Care of things myself, because I just rather go the natural way. And I feel like the prayer on Sunday was more than what I thought I was asking for, which is like, Becky, get over your pride. Mm-hmm. And I mean, even having to call 911, I had to call my husband home because he was still serving at church. I'm not one to ask for help. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me to have done that was like next level. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the Lord is just being very clear on like, Becky, you need to let this go. You've done what you can. This is not about you. This is no longer like doing your body any good. Let's take next steps.
That's not easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is interesting too, because you're like praying over this sense of pride that you felt that you had. It's like, Lord, get rid of that. And so often we think like, oh, the Lord's just going to grab that and I'm going to throw that into the ocean and you're never going to have to deal with it again. But more often than not, it's not the Lord either getting rid of it or giving us, if we're praying for wisdom or something like that. It's Him putting us in really hard sometimes situations where we can learn that, and we're not doing it ourselves, right? Like He's there to guide us. Like I'm sure you had moments throughout the past few days where you're like, man, the Lord was really there despite it being hard. But I mean, I'm sorry that happened, but I really do believe like the Lord is really going to be working something in
absolutely.
this. And He already has, like the way that you're talking about it.
Yeah, like He knows how to get me to listen.
Sometimes it involves paramedics.
He knows how to get me to listen. And so That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's going the only way that he knows I will listen and make it very clear. And for as painful as it is, I know that he's working in me, and that's been really, really hard.
That's really, really good.
Yeah.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC. Safe.
90.9 KLRC. That's Leanna Crawford. That song was making me think of Savannah Guthrie and her family from the Today Show.
Yeah.
We won't go into a lot of it, but it's been in the headlines a lot the last 24 hours. And I was just reading, she shared this online about 8 hours ago. She said, "We believe in prayer. We believe in voices raised in unison, in love, and in hope. We believe in goodness, and we believe in humanity, but above all, we believe in Him." Capital H.
Wow.
She said, "Thank you for lifting your prayers with ours for our beloved mom." And then she quoted from Isaiah. She said, "He will keep in perfect peace those whose hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord." She said, that's a verse from Isaiah for all time, for all of us. Okay.
Wow.
Becky, you were talking about what you're learning about pride, especially going through all this health stuff
Yep.
recently and having to be like, I need help. And this is not going the way I had planned. And I don't know. There's something, especially about health stuff, that's so humbling.
It is.
There's just something powerful about it. It does. It takes shots at our pride in a good way. Like God uses it for that. Speaking of pride, I was actually yesterday listening to a video that Lecrae is the artist. We play a lot of his stuff on Real FM, our pop and hip hop station. And he's got like a podcast, author, great. And he's been up for a number of Grammys. He was in Los Angeles for the Grammys last week. They do all this stuff in advance. And it was super honest about his pride. He gets online. He's like, look, like I've been drinking the Kool-Aid here. I got here. I rented a car, just a good old regular car. I've been driving around. And 3 days into it, all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to have to upgrade this car.
Wow.
Like I can't, I'm not feeling okay driving around. And thankfully, it hit me. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you buying into here? And I can't imagine living in that world.
Right.
But I know this, like all of us find our versions of pride. And he said something that I thought was really insightful. He said, too many of us believe that we are only valuable when we're visible. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
And he was talking about, look, that is not God's kingdom, God's way of doing things.
Right.
He says,
wow.
Before anybody on the planet could even see you, I knit you. You're fearfully, wonderfully made. You have value because I made you. Doesn't matter if anybody ever sees you.
Right.
And I was thinking about, and sometimes we're in those seasons that feel like, God, is anybody noticing here?
That's convicting. Wow.
So good.
And is my value somehow like wrapped up in this? Because that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
Happy birthday!
Let's go! 1, 2, 3, go!
Hey! Happy birthday!
Wow. Becky's not feeling well. She still pulled it off today. Ross and I are still struggling. We don't even have an excuse. All right. Now that we got the birthday bash dancing, time for the Marketplace Grill birthday bash.
And for today, February 3rd, happy birthday to Shayla Oldham, who has a birthday in Fayetteville.
All right, Becky, you're going to have to help me with this one. See how well I do. Oscar Trujillo.
Good job.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty awesome. Ed Unger turning 62 in Stillwell.
Sarah Thompson is turning 15 in Siloam Springs.
And Ella Perea, 12 today in Springdale.
Braxton Skies is turning double digits in Springdale.
Joel-Lynn Moose has a birthday in Siloam Springs.
And Sylvia Chesser celebrates in Rogers today.
Berkeley Morton turns 5 in Springdale.
All right, so that's our list for this morning. All the names are in the randomizer. Somebody's getting a gift certificate to celebrate with our friends at the Marketplace. And Ella Perea.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.